Hello and welcome. This is Rooflemonger, another Let's Learn Marvel installment. This time I'm going to be talking about the anatomy of a combo. What makes a combo? First I'm going to be talking about damage and its theoretical limits, the value and limits of certain things you're allowed to do in a combo, and some stuff about combo scaling in general. So without any further ado, let's go into it. Now, to first up show damage and hit stun decay in a combo. So the higher damage, the higher the chance stuff is going to drop. So I'm going to do the standard Ultron B&B combo here, the bread and butter. So notice right before the super connects, it's 5,005 damage. And super connected just fine, that's great. So now, we're going to do the same combo, and all I'm going to do, instead of doing this, I'm going to do this. And add a fierce kick to launch with. And we'll see how that affects the combo. So we hit 5,099, and now that super simply can't connect. There is nothing in the world to make it connect at that point, because now the combo damage has caused the hit stun decay to get too out of control. So the idea is here, you need to temper how much damage you do in a combo, especially if you're choosing to end with a super. Now this is character to character, don't get me wrong, it's not just you eke over 5,000 and sit. Some characters can get to like 5,500 and still get a super off. It all depends on the character, it all depends on the move done. And sometimes it's all compared to like you did a jab instead of a command normal, and that's all the difference in the world. But so once again, once you get about 5,000 damage, if you're looking to get into a super or a tag combo, you got to keep in mind the damage scaling has caused the hit stun to get incredibly low at that point, so you got to watch what you're doing. And as a quick aside, I did make a video regarding this for installs when the game first launched, but in case you didn't watch it, just as a note, so characters with installs, that means super like buff you up, like a Dante, Arthur, Captain Marvel, whatever, they generally tend to up your damage. So a combo that works normally without the install, you may find no longer works correctly with the install, as the damage has put you into a higher hit stun bracket, and at some point the combo will drop. So for characters with the higher damage off the install, please keep in mind you might have to retool your combos a little bit to account for the higher damage. Now, to speak on the rules of what's allowed in a combo, now we talked about the damage part. So there is in this game wall bounces, ground bounces, and OTG attacks. OTG just means off the ground, like you're scooping them off the ground. So in this game, ground bounces are universal and OTGs are universal, but moves that cause the OTG status are not universal. So the quick summation here, we're just going to walk through all three. So first up is the only true universal, which is the ground bounce. Every single character can cause a ground bounce. To cause a ground bounce, all you need to do, at the very least, is air combo and hit fierce kick in the air, and that is universally a ground bounce. So if you have them in the air and you hit fierce kick, they're always going to spike to the ground. Now if your character is so low, they might not be able to follow up, but a tag generally will allow a character to get a follow up. So here we're going to use Spider-Man. We're going to knock him in the air, tag, and then we get a follow up afterwards. Sometimes you can get a follow up depending on like if you're really kind of falling with the combo. So Hager, unfortunately, his spikes people too far away to get much. But this is something you got to test out kind of character to character. But yeah, it is universal. Everyone can cause ground bounce and usually get a tag follow up. So now next up is the wall bounce. Now not everyone can cause wall bounce. I picked this team specifically just to show everything off. So Spider-Man, the fierce kick, web cannon can cause a wall bounce, as you see here. So you can get a quick little follow-up if you're fast enough. And Hagar, heavy punch, quarter circle forward, plus heavy punch, that is, can also cause a wall bounce. So this is going to be character to character, move to move, but that is another combo state you're allowed one of in a combo. And just as a quick note, the way you can get a universal wall bounce is simply do a quick power stone, and the power stone will give every character in the game a universal wall bounce, no matter what. Now, the third type is sort of universal in the OTG off the ground attack. Now, every character in the game, provided it had a move that doesn't is OTG capable, can universally OTG with crouch, light kick, into whatever. But not every move is able to cause this state. So I got two examples I want to show you just to give you an idea. So first, Hagar. If we do his torso forward heavy kick, it's going to spin you down, and even though you're not on the ground, it will cause an OTG OK state. So we're going to do that and tag it. So Spider-Man can now pick that up off the ground and follow up. And now for Spider-Man himself, and this is one thing I want to show you because things don't work universally here. So Power Stone and Heavy Kick Web Cannon both cause a state where they bounce off the wall. Now the Web Cannon here, if they're on the ground, nothing. Can't get nothing, no follow. But Power Stone, however, will cause an OTG OK state. If I can time it correctly here. There we go. So it's not a very long thing. Certain moves have longer OTG states than others. But you can see here, so just because both of these moves cause wall bounce does not mean they both universally are okay to OTG from. Now, for OTGs, wall bounces, ground bounces, yes, you get one per combo, but I should be more in depth and say you get one per character per combo. So say we do a wall bounce here, we're going to tag out, and then Power Stone, you get a second wall bounce. Now keep in mind, Power Stone specifically is coded, so you can't Power Stone tag Power Stone, because it'll just either do that weak little ground bounce, or it'll just be coded to do a spin out. Power Stone! So that specifically won't work, but as long as the first move or the second move is unique and not a Power Stone, that'll work. So you can get two wall bounces back to back there. Now example here for ground bounce. So same deal, you can get two back to back, as long as they're from the two different characters. The same character can't use more than one per combo. So we used up two ground bounces there, one per character, but you see here when Spider-Man did the second ground bounce, the combo is now effectively over. Ultron could recover right away. And of course the same holds true for OTGs. So light kick web cannon here causes an OTG OK state. So we're just going to choose that and then tag the Hacker. He's going to do his OTG OK state, and we'll go from there. As you can see there, so we use two OTGs in that combo. So one per character per combo is how it works. So you obviously, if you want to use both your wall bounces, ground bounces, or OTGs, you're going to have to kind of get creative in creating your combos, but just to show you what's out there. Now, there are some moves that I think you do need to watch out for, because they do kind of contradict what I just said, and one of them is Ultron. So Ultron has his dive bomb move, and if you do it to knock a foe down, it can actually use up an OTG slot, despite the two OTG rule that we just saw in action. So I'm just going to show you a brief example combo here. So tag out. So after this, I normally get an OTG. I can't, because for some reason Ultron uses up both OTG slots. So I'm going to use the exact same combo, but I'm going to hit the opponent before they touch the ground. So here I got my OTG. So as you see here, like I said, there's a bit contradictory. So some moves, and I unfortunately have to test out which ones are which, but some moves seem to contradict this rule. I don't know why exactly, to be honest with you, but it is there. So Ultron is one of them, and maybe there is some other ones out there, so it is something to watch out for. Now, this might very well be something you're aware of, but if you start a combo with a command throw, because several characters have the ability to combo off command throws, as you can see there, command throws, damage and hit stun scaling starts out massively up in there. So you can get not a full combo, and you're not going to get you know, thousands of damage. So the normal palm loop here with Thanos, it won't work because the hit stun's so advanced. So we're going to have to change our combos, so you know stuff still works. That also, as you can see here, that missed because that uses up the OTG. So yeah, and the same deal with the Mind Stone as well. So Mind Stone is not as harsh, but the damage is still very heavily scaled. So you can get a full combo. I dropped it, but you can still get a full combo here. But it only did about 2,500 there. At the same point, in a regular combo, like I'm there before the launcher even happens, right? So you can tend to get full combos off Mind Stone, but at a heavily scaled damage-wise form. The hit stun degradation and the Mind Stone combos is for the most part the same. So that's the difference between the Mind Stone throw and a regular command throw. So that's my video here about the anatomy of a combo. So obviously the Ultron thing kind of contradicts everything I did, but I just want to mention it because, you know, I played Ultron. That's actually my team I play, so that is seemingly the one exception to the rule here. And as I was first learning the game, I just thought that was the way it was, and now as I got better and learned a lot more, you know, turns out everyone's got a lot more options, so I think it's just an issue with Ultron's dive bomb. But anyways, so I hope this video found you well. It's a lot of interesting stuff. I wasn't fully aware of this at the start. I thought it was one wall bounce, one OTG, one ground bounce, just overall. I didn't have an idea that tagging your character out gave you a secondary attempt at it. So that's actually going to totally rechange how I look at combo theories for tags, and hopefully, you know, it'll give you some ideas to try out tags yourself. So anyways, thank you very much for watching. Go out and play some Marvel.
Oh, yeah.